Hello everyone. Today I wanted to discuss my thoughts on the Nioh 3 beta or alpha demo. And I have a lot of positive things and I have some negatives. So to start off, I enjoyed it. Okay? I enjoyed it. It's Nioh gameplay. I always loved Nioh. I played Nioh 1 and 100% in Nioh 2. I thought they were really great Souls-like iterations of the genre, and they were action, fun, and challenging. So, to begin, I really wanted to talk about this game's open concept design. And since this is just the alpha demo, I don't know how much the game will really open up in a way where it makes having the open world worth it. And this, I believe, is the biggest challenge this game has to live up to, because Rise of the Ronin was one of their previous games. I think it's their most recent one. And I really enjoyed and loved Rise of the Ronin. I thought it was a great historical story, historical fiction, essentially, and they're bringing that historical fiction fantasy to Nioh like they did with the previous games. But my point is that with the open world concept of Nioh 3, well, it's not like super big open world, but it's like big enough where you can notice it's semi-open, at least. It's like take a different sections of Rise of the Ronin maps and then they put them into like a section of the map. That's what it seems like to me so far. But my point is with Nioh 3 is that I feel like the open world is like a downgraded version of Rise of the Ronin, because there isn't really like, I don't know, it's just it feels weird for a Nioh game, because it I don't know, it just felt like it was out of place, a little out of place. There's very little characters, there's very little story going on. It's just a lot of areas with a bunch of enemies, difficult or not. And I felt like as a solo player, it's actually pretty challenging to enjoy. But I feel like at the same time, if you're someone who plays with friends, it could be an enormously great time. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about that. I think it's an enormously great time. That way you can run around the areas with your friends. It gives a nice change of pace for people who like to play in teams and groups in Nioh. But for me, I'm usually solo on Nioh, so playing the open world felt quiet, felt lonely in the sense, and it just felt like chores because I'm not really like playing through it. I'm really just getting through it, if that makes sense. So there are some fun parts, aspects of it that I see more enjoyable if at least there was like a companion, or you can have like NPCs with you, kind of like how Rise of the Ronin does in their missions. But I think that's one of the key things about Rise of the Ronin that I had a problem with, is that you can kind of feel lonely, but the way Rise of the Ronin does it works, because you are a Ronin, you're doing your own thing, you're doing different story missions with actual characters, like, and here it's just go to all these random areas, do some exploration stuff, find it, hope you find it, and you get your bonuses. And you kind of have to do this exploration, because if you don't, you'll be very severely underpowered for the actual main area of like where you're supposed to go for the main story. And that felt more like a traditional Neo level, essentially. Like, definitely by the end of it, it definitely felt like a traditional Neo level where you could be soloing it. But it was it took so long to get to that point. It was like almost 4 hours just to get to the point where you can do like a traditional Neo experience where there's cool set piece and a lot of, Neo stuff. So it makes me wonder what the base game will actually be like. Like, how will it actually expand upon this? How will it improve upon this? because this is very like bare bones, like level alpha demo. Like it's so bare bones. So it's hard for me to just say I'm not too much of a fan. I talk about it in my stream that I was kind of not a big fan of it. Like I had trouble liking it because I'm already burnt out from like open world games, so I already have that kind of bias. But I feel like if I had a group of people, if any of you have a group of people that wants to play a Nioh game, a Souls-like game with great combat, awesome music, this is it. This is a great experience. So open world is like it really depends on your current mood, I guess. That's how I say. For me, it's like, I'm not too much of in a mood. And I think that's because for a solo player, they didn't really do, at least for me personally, I didn't really feel good doing it all alone. If I had like companions or something, maybe I would enjoy it more because it would feel less quiet. Because a lot of it felt quiet until you got into like a little fight or you're following something. I feel like a companion would help. Maybe that kind of system might exist in the main game. I don't know. I don't know what they're planning. So, I want to talk about next is visuals. The visuals of the game are are like a big hit or miss because the game has moments where the visuals look absolutely gorgeous, insane, like insane, insane with its art style. But I have a very, very, very humongous issue with the like the visual artifacts. I'm not complaining about like this game needs to look more realistic or anything like that. I'm fine with like artistic expression. But like there's a difference between artistic expression and like pure fidelity in visual artifacts. I'm sure many of us have played Elden Ring. The game doesn't look super realistic, obviously, but you can see that there's a wonderful, majestic, illustrious art style towards it. It's a very, 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 very beautiful game. You don't see crazy visual artifacts like fuzziness, pixels, weird looking water, and for this game that's gonna be a full price game, it has those issues. Like it definitely has those issues. But then when you look at some cutscenes, the cutscenes look amazing. Maybe they'll fix it in the main game when it comes out. But that's like number one thing I noticed in this. It's just the visual artifacts were so bad. And I think they hopefully they improve upon it because in my experience with Rise of the Ronin, it felt the same way. It felt like there was a lot of beauty, but then in some angles the game looked horrible. And I don't know if that's the console, I don't know if that's the PS5. Like it makes me wish I played Rise of Ronin on PC because it won't have those visual artifact issues. It won't have these weird like FPS drops. Like I'm scared that Nioh 3 is gonna have that same exact issue, which makes me scared of playing it at launch on the PS5. And that's how I personally feel about the visuals. Still Nioh art style. It's really good up close, really, really artistically expressive. But man, those visual artifacts are killing me. Like, it's just, it's so unimmersive for me personally. And it's not about things looking more realistic, it's more about things looking as they supposed to. I shouldn't be seeing pixels on my screen. I shouldn't be seeing like fuzziness, weird fuzziness, like something that that stems out of an unfinished game. I know this is an alpha, but I'm saying this because Rise of the Ronin was a finished game released $70, I believe, or 60, and it had the same visual artifact problem. And I don't know if that's a PS5 thing, to be honest. So, combat, I want to talk about the styles, the ninja and samurai style. I I was okay with it. I don't know. I don't know. I had like a mixed taste. I was kind of distasteful for the samurai style, even though I was using it for most of the demo. In my humble opinion, I believe that the ninja, if like I tried not to focus on it because I've seen a lot of people play through a ninja style a lot because it was really good and it's in fact really really good. And I admired more the samurai style because I like the classic Neo kind of gameplay, and I also wanted to dive deeper into the parry system because I really really wanted to get into the parry system because it's gonna be fun. And yes, ninja style is really strong. You get so much stamina. You get all these ninja tools. You get all these awesome like beneficial like play styles, essentially from being ninja. And the like, and the dodge, the fade in dodge is literally so strong. Like I can see why many people would just rather resort to the ninjas because it's a lot easier, and not easier in the sense I'm saying that it's like easy, but easier in the sense that it's easier to master. So essentially, it just felt like it ran out of stamina so much. And like every time I would execute a move, I feel like I'm out of stamina already. I don't know if it's because I know that there wasn't any key dodges in this game. Like there's no key dodges. You just have to like, I have to always like throw out 2 attacks, key to get it back. Because if I use any more, I have no way to dodge. I have nowhere to block. So I'm like doing 1 or 2. It's very static playstyle, essentially. It's very static. Like a very big departure from Rise of Ronin. Because like the ninja, you can just do so much with the ninja. You can just do so much. You can dodge. You can fade into your attack. You can spam your special abilities. Like it's so strong compared to the samurai. And like, and I really wanted to get into the samurai. I was forcing myself because I really wanted to see that samurai was struggling. And it definitely does. It definitely is struggling. I feel like it almost feels like it's not worth playing. I should have played more of the ninja style, to be honest, because I feel like I would have like enjoyed some of the fights more if I was just went into the ninja, because the ninja would have so much more tools, capability, mobility, key. So that's the big major thing that or problem I have with the combat styles. I feel like it's unbalanced. I think ninja is way. I think maybe ninja is just right. It's like the way it needs to be, but samurai needs to be stronger. It needs to have more key, a little bit more key, or key dodges, like, because it's just. I feel like you can easily get punished. Yes, you can block more, but like you're like, I don't know. That's how I would describe it. So other than that, when it comes to classic Nioh things, like I think the Nioh game, Nioh 3, I think it has great potential. I feel like with some changes, some fixes, I feel like it can really hit that. And I think that's how I feel personally. And I think, of course, the music of the game is spectacular. And that's how I currently feel about Nioh. So I'll let y'all enjoy the rest of my experience that I have here. And thanks for listening. Oh, we're here already. Oh shit, the skeletons. Yo, don't mess around with the skeletons. Nioh 2 and 1, these things become like a nightmare. But this is a pretty cool. That main character.
武田きっての赤備え、この山形を阻むとは。命知らずにも程があるわ。狸の配下、そっくみ叩き落としてくれよと。 Let's 貴様いずれ武田の妨げになろう。
かたじけない。それがしは徳川家臣本田忠勝。貴殿見ぬ顔だがどこの手のものだ。
徳川名は竹千代。
ほう、かような逸材が眠っておったとは嬉しいごさんよ。家康様の浜松城はこの先よ。追ってはおらぬな。しかしあやかしを切るとはその力我らに貸してくれぬか。無事ついておるとよいが。
Oda Nobunaga, a young ruler in Japan with great military ambitions. Takeda Shinjin of Kai, a sworn enemy and constant thorn in the side of Nobunaga. Luis Freud's Historia de Japón, Volume 2. So this is during Nioh 2 then. Like, so much visual potential. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. Look how good this looks. Easy, I just got two-shotted by an earthworm. Let's go, little wee wee. Okay. Dude, this samurai just loses stamina like nothing. Stamina, and I got what for it? Okay. So they took some things from Rise of the Realm. Oh! Almost fell off. Nice. Okay. Hey, little guy. It's a Kodama. Oh. Mizuki. You gotta be kidding me. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, I mistimed it. Oh, I pressed R2. I pressed R2. I don't know. I feel like your stamina just runs out like butter in this game. Oh my god, that was crazy. Yo, I don't even know what happened there. Like, my brain couldn't even process what shit I just did there.
あやつがこの地獄を生んでおるのか。さすがのわしも初めて見るあやかしじゃ。
try. That's how you do it, first try. My goodness. First try. Let's finish this. Oh.